Good day. You're welcome to another wonderful show. Today we'll be discussing a very interesting topic, an intriguing one for that matter. Many times we've talked about leadership, we talked about how to be leaders, how the qualities of leadership, the qualities of someone who must be on top. But really we have not looked at one area that is essential. In fact, it's an issue that affects us day in, day out. You notice everywhere you go, when people put out adverts or put out vacancies for jobs or employment or recruitment, they always make a requirement. They always say, we want 50 years experience, 30 years experience, or whatever the case may be, but they usually make a recommendation, especially in the circle of Africa where we find ourselves. But nobody has really asked that who is now the one that will take time out to develop these persons to add that level of experience that they should have, that you are requesting for. So today, if you're just joining us, this is Thinking Beyond the Box, and we will be talking about people development, the essence of people development. We know that the word development can just be simply put as adding value or taking something from the level that it is to another level, just in layman's term, is making sure that it is not in the state that it was in. So development is key, and we usually look out for the best people, we look out for the best persons that can fill up a slot, but we never take time out to understand that people develop persons like this. Let me quickly say this, that the most invaluable assets, actually the most valuable asset that you cannot replace, that is irreplaceable, is time. But the most valuable asset that you have is people. So if we don't spend much time developing people, then we cannot get the best out of them. The topic today will help us to know how well we can go get into in developing people. But why do we need to develop people, or why is this discourse a very important one? First off, we need to know that when people are not developed, they are underutilized. When the word misuse, abuse comes into play. When people they're not trained for a particular skill, they're not trained to demand a particular position, they never get the job done effectively or efficiently. And you notice one of the things that happens is that because people don't fit into the right position, it's more like putting a square peg in a round hole. You keep having issues and issues and issues. You keep having problems instead of a solution. So it's important to understand that people development is key. And that is why today we will not just leave the responsibility of people sitting down to develop themselves, that's key, but we also have to help each other or help people to develop. Remember, I keep saying on this show that you need people. First, it is through others that you were born. Somebody carried you in the womb, somebody delivered you, somebody took care of you, somebody nurtured you, somebody trained you, somebody developed you. And the truth is, even while you were going to leave, somebody else would bait you and then bury you to leave. So you need to develop people at every point in life. There are certain steps to developing people. I'll quickly summarize by saying that the 3 steps that would help you develop people is: one is discovery. It is important to understand there's the discovery stage, and there is the development stage, and of course the deployment stage. In the discovery stage, this is the stage where you discover people for their purpose. You discover people for their value. So before you can develop somebody, before you can pay attention to people, you must find the valuable part of them. You must always look for the values in the person that you want to invest your time with, you want to invest your resources with, you want to invest all that you have, you want to transmit all that you have into. Once you are able to discover for them their purpose, or discover why you want them or why you need them, then it will help you to position what kind of value you want to put on the inside of them. Once you not discover the values in these people or the set of persons that you want to raise around you, then you can't make a headway in developing them. That is why every time you see anybody in your relationship, whether in the family, whether in the place of work, whether in the society, the community where you live, you must always try to see the best in others, even when they are not even being at their best. So in adding value in discovering, you must be able to see that part of